officially in month, what month is this now? I'm in a new month. We're in month 3. I am 9 weeks pregnant today. So the third month. We are starting the third month. And I just started yesterday and I'm starting to feel a little bit better. The last 2 or 3 weeks have been really tough. I was really tempted to call my mom and have her come down to help with me. It was like last week especially. If I moved, I threw up. I wasn't necessarily throwing up food and liquid. It was just like dry heaving. So it was very, very, very difficult being home with Paul and just kind of having to suffer through. We watched a lot of TV. I try not to let Paul watch too much TV, but it was just survival mode. The house was a mess. I hadn't done laundry in like a week. Dishes were piling up. I haven't gone grocery shopping in like 3 weeks, and it's just kind of this acceptance of it's okay. The house will be dirty. It won't get groceries, but we have a ton of food in the house, which is actually a good thing. So I'm going through freezer meals. I think we have 2 more freezer meals, the ones that I made in March. So they needed to go anyway. So that works. We had frozen pizzas we're eating. I had pizza crusts from Thrive that are, sealed. They needed to be eaten. We've gone through almost all the cheese reserves that I have frozen from Costco. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. We're going through stuff that we have. There's that. The house is still messy. I'm trying to get caught up now. I am on day 3, I'm gonna knock on wood, of starting to feel better. I wake up, I feel fine, and within 10 minutes I get super nauseous and I have to throw up, like, probably TMI, bile. I have to do that every morning. I've tried to literally before I even move, eat some crackers and water. It doesn't really seem to help, but as soon as I do that, I feel better and I'm good for a couple hours. I get the sensation that I'm nauseous here and there throughout the day. I honestly just kind of ignore it. I can ignore it at this point. I just keep eating little things. I'm able to eat fruit the last couple of days, which is new. So I've been able to stomach berries. I've had apples. I had some smoothie, a little bit of Paul's smoothie, which has like kale and stuff in it. I have not been able to stomach like salad or really any vegetable besides like a baked potato. I might try sweet potatoes. I bet you I could eat those. But it's like baby steps, starting to feel quasi-normal again. So other than that, that's like the biggest thing is just the nausea. I did reach out to my midwife on our like patient portal and she never emailed me back. It's a new portal, so it's fine. I didn't really want to bother them by calling them. I feel bad calling them because of the morning sickness all day, but my girlfriends were like, no, reach out to them. That's what they're there for. So anyway, I did do that, but it's fine. Overall weight-wise, I've actually lost 2 pounds from before I got pregnant, which I think is just the constantly getting sick and just honestly just not eating a lot. I've been trying to constantly eat, but just zero appetite. So I'm not overly worried about that. I'm only 9 weeks. I'm pretty sure I'll catch up pretty fast. According to the what to expect when you're expecting, baby is the size of a green olive, and baby is only an embryo for 1 more week. Next week, it is a fetus. That's cool to know. And it is developing its ears, organs like the heart, brain, kidney, livers, and lungs are all starting to develop. The arms and legs of your soon-to-be fetus are spontaneously moving now. The muscles are developing. Still too early to feel anything. I was trying to think of when, I have it written down, but I think I felt Paul around week 16, which is still kind of early. So I got a ways to go. And then for the what to expect, it kind of gives you your baby and then it gives you mom what you can expect. So it says pregnancy symptoms like feeling very, very tired. That's pretty much where I am. I get this like burst of energy in the morning after breakfast before lunch, and that's when I get anything I need to be done for the day, like cleaning, laundry. That's when I can get all that done. Paul is down for a nap. It's like 2 o'clock now and I just crash. So what I've been doing is just trying to do little bites. I go into my computer and I set a timer for 25 minutes and I do emails, bills, organizing, logging expenses, going through mail, that kind of thing. The buzzer cannot go off soon enough. I grab my water, a snack, and I literally lay in front of the TV till Paul wakes up. And then sometimes I fall asleep, sometimes not all the time. So I've been getting through a lot of Netflix. There's a lot of times where I haven't been watching TV at all, so I'm getting caught up on that. But that's what my body wants right now. So because of that, I've not been doing any filming or editing besides these little clips once a week. I'm really hoping that since the nausea is going away, that will stop. And I really want to do a gardening video, like a gardening tour update, because I didn't do July, so I'm hoping to do one for July/August. Also with this past week, because of my nausea, I canceled Paul's 18-month appointment. Well, I didn't cancel it, I rescheduled it, and the doctor had an appointment for next week and then called me to reschedule, so he's not going for a couple weeks. So I have an update to do on Paul eventually as well. I don't have any tips really, just surviving the nausea. I tried all sorts of stuff, saltines, ginger ale, candies. It's just whatever you can think of to help you survive. But I did start reading this book. I mentioned it last time, The Whole 9 Months. I got this on Amazon from Goodwill. It's used. It's actually really good. I really like it. So she was kind of talking about the purpose of morning sickness is to purge your body of toxins. Everybody goes through it. So, you know, not to fret. It is a little alarming that you're throwing up like all day, every day for 3 weeks, but it does end for the most part. It seems like mine is. I know women sometimes have it throughout their whole pregnancy. I was really hoping that was not my case, but she gets to like a week by week and talks about things that you should be eating and why. And I already knew this from the Bradley method, but nutrition is actually super important in the 3rd trimester. Not so much now. It's more about survival really now. So, but she talks about like little things that you can eat that some of them sound appealing to me, like, well, I don't like avocado toast, but she talks about like watermelon and salads and stuff like that. So I am reading this each week. And what else she talks about here? So she's talking about it's important to have folate and vitamin B, and then she lists a whole bunch of folate-rich foods that you can try. So I don't know, I just kind of like stuff like this. I'm such a nerd. So I've been finding this book super interesting. And yeah, that's all I have for week 9. Nothing exciting going on this week. Nothing exciting going on next week. So hopefully by next week I am more motivated and not so nauseous. Week 11. So this is week 10 and 11 update. Really not much happens during this period, but last week I did not do an update because I was so sick. So morning sickness is hitting me so hard. I have it like all day, very nauseous. It really I feel miserable. I feel very like hungover all the time. The only thing that really helps is if I just lay down and don't move, but I have a toddler, so that's kind of impossible. So there are days, and it's funny because like over the weekend I felt a lot better and I got all excited, and then Monday evening it hit through about Wednesday afternoon. I was throwing up probably about hourly. So the real concern is making sure I stay hydrated. So a lot of the times I was eating a meal or drinking and then literally trying not to move and trying not to think about being sick so that I could keep it down. And then after like 90 minutes to 2 hours, I'd go dry heave. I mean, I wasn't throwing up the whole time. Most of it was dry heaving, which is miserable in itself. But yeah, it has not been fun. Yesterday I felt better and today I felt better. Something I've learned is if I ate my normal size meals, which I guess are on the larger size, it would make me so sick. So I'm eating very small meals literally like every 2 hours. So, you know, for breakfast usually I'd have like 2 pieces of toast and an egg. I can't eat it, it's too much. So eggs are just not happening right now, but I'll have like 1 piece of toast, wait a couple hours, I'll have another piece of toast, like very small meals for me. And coffee I've just completely cut out. I don't really want anything acidic. Oddly, I still crave orange juice, which I did crave orange juice when I was pregnant with Paul, which is funny. But yeah, it's been really hard. I had a couple of breakdowns the last couple weeks, just basically telling Matt I want my mom because, you know, I just don't feel good. And my mom doesn't know. She's going to know soon. So Matt's going on a work trip and my parents are coming down anyway to help with Paul just because mostly I just don't like being alone for a whole week is how long Matt's gone. where we live anyway is very isolating, so to have it just be me and Paul for an entire week with pandemic and, you know, all that stuff, I wanted my parents here. So they're coming down. They have no idea. So I'm going to I've tried on clothes, and I have like a linen top that's kind of like, it's a few years old. It's from Kohl's, and it's a baby doll type top. So it's already like loose, and I don't really look pregnant when I wear it. So I'm gonna wear that and maybe like a cardigan or something. It's supposed to cool down here, so I can get away without looking like a weirdo. So when they come in the middle of the day on Tuesday, I'll wear that out to the car, because what I really want to do is I envision them, I want my mom and dad to hold Paul, and I'm going to pretend to take a picture of them, but I'm really going to film it on my phone and, you know, say like, everybody say cheese. I saw this on Facebook. It's not my own idea. And then, you know, I'm going to say something like, Missy's pregnant, and get their reactions on video. I thought that would be really cool. So I really want to do that. I really was tempted to tell them a couple times. Both my sisters know, and they were like, just tell mom, you'll feel better. But I kept caving because I just really want to tell my mom in person. So I was holding out on that, but yeah, that's really all that's been going on. I swear, I know it's not true, but I swear a couple times when I've been laying on the floor, especially on my side, I feel something, but I know that's impossible. I don't think I felt Paul till, I have to look back, but it was like 16 or 18 week, and that was still kind of on the early side. So I'm only 11 weeks, so I know it's impossible that I can't, there's no way I can feel them, but I swear I felt something. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Just morning sickness. I am really hoping that the magical 12-week mark appears and the morning sickness just poof goes away. Is that wishful thinking? I don't know, but I'm getting very tired of looking at the inside of our toilet bowls. So here's week 11. Let me see what's going on. So I think I mentioned a couple times, I use a couple apps. I'm using Nurture by Glow because it ties into a period tracker app, and it ties into Glow Baby. Like once you have the baby, you can hit Baby's Born and it goes into another app. That's what I used with Paul. We really liked it. So I like that one. I also like the What to Expect When You're Expecting app. I know it's weird to have probably multiple, but let me look at the What to Expect, because I like that one because it talks about what baby's doing and what you're doing. So 11 weeks, actually 11 weeks in one day. I was 11 weeks yesterday. So the baby is about the size of a strawberry. Baby is working on hair follicles, and they've got fingers, toes, and other new features. And let me see what's going on with me. Oh, I read this and it was exciting. It actually talked about you might start experiencing pregnancy fatigue, which I have a little bit. I've heard of some women are like narcoleptic, and luckily I'm not that bad, but you do get really, really tired, especially in the afternoon. And increased hunger, which I read in here was a good sign. That means morning sickness is almost done. I have not had increased hunger yet, but I cannot wait to have that symptom. So morning sickness, it can be gone. But yeah, that's everything that's happening this week. So next week, like I said, my parents will be here. They're going to find out, which will just be a huge relief because it's kind of annoying not telling everybody. And then Matt gets back from his trip, and we're going to pack up the car if my morning sickness is gone, and head to his parents and see his parents, tell them, and then I'll be able to tell the rest of my friends and family on social media and post my YouTube videos. I have not been posting a lot of videos at all. I just can't sit at my desk, and my laptop is so old that it has to be like connected to the wall. Like I can't travel with it. So I need to get a new computer at some point. But anyway, I've not been posting videos at all. My analytics are awful, but I figured once I start feeling better, I'm going to have so many pregnancy related videos. I'm going to start cooking again. I have not really been cooking. We've been eating like pizza and takeout almost every other day. I have not been out in my garden because it's been so hot. I feel like all of the United States has a heat wave. We do in Virginia, and today is supposedly going to be the last day, and then we're supposed to get rain for like the next week, which is fine by me because I'm looking at my grass right now, which is like yellow. But yeah, I think that's everything for week 11.